This is Lucia, the community manager for Binance, very passionate about crypto and football. And today I'm the moderator for a very special MEA about the future of the sport with NFT. Before starting to introduce the amazing guest of this MEA, let me remind you we launch in 30 minutes on Binance NFT platform the mystery box dedicated to football legends on Binance NFT. And among those legends, there is the first guest speaker of this MEA. Alessandro Del Piero, a true legend for football worldwide, World Cup and Champions League and World Cup winner in 1998 and 2006. He won the Italian Serie A Footballer of the Year award in 1998 and 2008 and received numerous nominations for the Golden Ball and FIFA World Player of the Year. Ciao Alessandro, benvenuto su Binance.
Ciao Lucia, grazie.
And then, of course, CZ, the CEO and co-founder of Binance, the leading crypto exchange and blockchain ecosystem in the world. Hi, CZ. It's great to have you here discussing football and NFT. Hi.
Yeah.
Let me also introduce Alexander, the co-founder of Top Goal, the platform that collects football NFT trading cards, who will help to moderate. Hi, Alexander. Great to have you here as well.
Hi, super excited to be in this event.
Amazing. Okay, so before jumping into the question, let me share the structure of these MEAs. During the first 30 minutes, CZ and Alessandro will answer some questions about their achievements, NFTs, sports, and their future plans. Then we will have some questions for Top Goal. And finally, don't leave in advance, guys, because we have a final surprise for you. Okay, so Sander, I think it's your turn, and now I give you the floor.
Okay, thank you. I'm really honored to have the chance to ask some questions today. So my questions in this part will all be the topic legends. So CZ, so what does Alessandro represent for you? And on a personal level, are you a football fan?
Yeah, I think Alessandro is a huge star. He's a football legend. I'm not, to be very frank, I'm not a football like diehard fan. I do enjoy it. I do really enjoy watching it. I used to play a little bit. I'm really bad at it. I'm not nowhere near as good as I played a lot more volleyball when I was younger. But yeah, I really enjoy the sport. I don't have a lot of time to follow, but I think the sport itself is very important. It's one of the simplest sports in the world, and it's also one of the most sophisticated sports in the world. And I think today I'm just really honored to meet such an iconic athlete as a co-speaker. And I think this represents this in some humble ways represents now there's more and more connections between blockchain and sports. So now we're able to merge together or integrate NFTs, blockchain, decentralized tokens into sports industries. So I think this is what this chat is about. And so I'm really honored. I think we're contributing to the making of small history from my side in a small part, but from Alexandro's part, probably a much larger part for sports.
Okay, that's super cool, CZ. So my next question is for Alex. So you have won the World Cup, the Champions League, and more than 10 domestic trophies. How does it feel to be a football legend? How do you explain your success?
Okay, but first of all, let me thank you, CZ. I mean, thank you for your wonderful words, and I'm so honored to meet you as well. Back to the question. I mean, it feels so good. It's an incredible achievement, of course, for my world, for the fact that it's my passion, first of all. So when you achieve something that you are passionate on, it's give you a different kind of vibes, different kind of goosebump. It's a moment of that you can sometimes not even describe how happy you are, you know, how your life is complete in that moment because you dedicate so much time, so much effort. That's the joy that you can share. You see me or some other players screaming or doing weird things when we score, when you win something, because it's coming from inside, and explode and show you outside. So it's a great feeling, of course. It's also a great responsibility from my point of view, because a lot of people are looking at you, and this is what happened to me when I was a child. So it's a combination of good feelings, and it's great.
Awesome. So I shared a lot of memories with you as an Italian football fan. So our next question is for the crypto legend CZ. So you have built the #1 blockchain companies in the world. So how do you explain your success?
I think to be very honest, so we're probably the largest cryptocurrency exchange by most matrices. But depending on how you calculate, there's rankings, etc., are all very somewhat subjective. And we don't really care about rankings or being #1, etc. We just want to build products people use. So that's all it is. So I keep telling our team, and I think our team is very focused on building things people use. So from this, I think we want to bring crypto into sports fans that sports fans will actually use. So that's actually the thing that we want to do here. So it's not so much about rankings, being a legend or not. I don't think I'm a legend yet. Well, at least not yet. That's for sure. So but we just want to build. We just want to help to contribute to utility. So we want to. We're from the crypto industry, so we want to find ways to increase crypto adoption into every other industry, and I think sports is ripe. The sports industry has other pioneers, to be very honest, have been pioneering the fan tokens, etc. I think there's a lot more that can be done, and I think this is at the right junction that we can integrate the two industries and do a lot more. So that's all we care about.
Yes, it's very inspiring because there are millions of football fans in the world. There's so many right things to do. So, Alex, so what advice would you give to the younger generations who wants to succeed in sports?
Oh, well, there's many advice I can give them. Then you need to understand what exactly what's going on in their mind. First of all, it's for me it was everything based on my passion. My passion was playing the game, and now I have 3 kids. I'm pushing them to play. I'm pushing them to do sports. Doesn't matter which one. If it's football, even better. Because I love it. But it's a matter of fact that to be involved in the sport industry is great for your body, it's great for your mind. You can socialize, you can make friends, you can even make enemies, and this is part of the life. You need to face challenges, you need to face problems, you need to face joy and happiness on the other side. Desperation for some missing stuff that's going on inside the pitch, for example. So every sports have these dynamics, and this is great from my point of view for a child. Discover them and facing them, in a different kind of environment that is cool. I believe the school, of course, family first, and then the world that can be represented by sports and by other entity where you need to face and grow with the challenges that will give you, and sports is a great.
Oh, that's super cool, Alex. So there's a mirror question for CZ as well. So what advice would you give to the younger generations who are looking to change the world using blockchain technology?
I think what Alessandro said there is very important. I think the first word I would say is passion. So you gotta be passionate about something that you really truly in love or really want to do. I think also, as Alessandro said, that there are many challenges, there are many difficulties, many setbacks when you want to build something, when you want to do something meaningful. And at those times, if you don't have that strong passion, you may give up, you may succumb to some of the challenges. Whereas if you have strong passion, you will overcome that, and all those other things become less important, and they become minor issues instead of big issues. One thing I want to tell the younger generation is there's always more opportunities in the future than there were in the past. So many people think, oh, look, I was too late, and now I'm too late into crypto, I'm too late into blockchain. That's not true. There's so many more to build. And you can build things at a much faster pace in the future than people were able to in the past because of all the surrounding tools that wasn't available in the past. So for example, today, the blockchain companies are able to grow really, really fast because we have the internet. whereas the internet companies, when they were building, they had less of the internet. So and then with blockchain now, you can build from anywhere, from any part of the world, as long as you become passionate and you become very good at what you do. So, for example, like Binance, we have team members, 3,000 team members from all over the world, and that contributes to our mission. You don't have to be in Silicon Valley or a tech hub. So this is the true decentralization aspect I'm really I really enjoy. And now if you're a sports fan, if you're passionate about it, you can build something related with blockchain and sports. So find your passion, work hard at it, and go for it.
Okay. Thank you, CZ. I really hope more people can see this. And the last question for Alex, talking about Outbacks, Juventus is having a hard time in Serie A this season. And maybe I saw the news, you have just finished your coaching program. So let's imagine if you were the coach of Juventus, which player would you like to bring in and why? It's an interesting one.
I love so much the sport that I would love to bring not one, 100 players on my team. So if you have that possibility, bring everybody. So I can have a better team on the other side, take a strain away from the opposite. It's not easy to bring one. It's when you build a team, like an orchestra, for example, we used to have this thing to say to the world. I mean, when you listen to music, you have an orchestra in front of you, right? You have a violin, you have a drum, you have a guitar, you have all different instruments. Everyone, there's some of them that are maybe that you like the most, or they have a major part in your team, but you need all of them in the right place and play the music in the right timing. And this is what happens in sports, Sometimes you have the right players, but you don't find the music. Sometimes you don't even have the right players. So it's become much more difficult to explain and to show and to win the game. So now Juve is going in an era that they change a couple of things. They change generation. They're coming from 9 years of incredible success, and the competition is so high. And we used to have the best league in the world back in the 80s and in 2000. So now it's not easy to stay on track. But I mean, they have great talents. They have great young players, and the first thing that I will do, of course, is try to bring these players together again, and and there's many great players out there. I mean, I fall in love with Kevin De Bruyne. Of course, Messi is an icon, even now that he's not super young. And I can tell you really a lot of good players that I would love to coach. But let's wait and enjoy for the moment. Don't put me in that difficult situation already.
Yes, that could be
answer that question.
Yeah. You are mentioning the players, the best of the best. It's a really hard question. Thank you so much. So that's all for the legend parts. Let's move to the part B. Lucia, please.
Yes, thank you, Xander. So after talking about passions, crypto, and sports, we come back to our real topic, NFT. So CZ, the first question is for you. For our users who are not familiar with this technology, do you want to explain quickly what is exactly?
NFTs. So NFTs are non-fungible tokens. I think I'll explain in a very simple way. It's a way to the technology allows you to recognize an asset in whole, and no one can fake it. And there's only usually there's only one of those. And it can be used to represent both digital and real world assets. And the ownership validation can be verified by the blockchain, like mathematically, cryptographically. And also because it's using the blockchain, the history of who used to own that NFT is also public, or relatively public. So that's on the tech side. So it's one token that represents something that cannot be faked, and it's because it's using the blockchain, so anybody can verify it. You don't have to rely on a central party or a paper certificate of some kind, etc. What NFTs? What are the potentials of NFTs is really important. NFTs, I believe, is the first time in human history, artists, sports clubs, sports artists, athletes, or any content creator is able to. It's a new way to monetize their work to their fans globally. This mechanism does not exist in fiat currencies. If you use US dollars, euro, or some other currency, you're limited to that country or region. There's really no easy way for you to monetize your work to a global audience at the same time. And so this opens up very interesting new monetization models for content creators. So and there's so much to do. I think that's the short version. I can go on for a while, but I'm probably not explaining that very well anyway.
No, you explain it very well, actually. And so the second question is for Alessandro. Alessandro, first of all, physical sports cards from brands like Topps, Panini are popular among fans and even players. Have you or your friends collected these before, maybe when you were young kids? And were you already familiar with the NFTs before the collaboration with Top Goal, or even collected some NFTs before?
Well, yes, I collect, of course, physical cards. I grew up in that era. I know that I look very young, but I'm not. Okay.
That's a good problem to have. I'm the reverse.
Okay, so yeah, collecting cards was always, one of the things that we were looking for when I was young, on my generation, and it was good. I did collect cards, and it was such a great moment. Try to collect all of them. Complete your special team or the team that you cheer for, or collecting also the team that you hate. What's that feeling in you, right? So and when you have the opportunity to collect all the album and finish all, was such a great moment. But and now we move on the techno part of this world, and collecting, as CZ said, and much better than me, what represent the world of NFT. It's great to have this possibility and do it, in a large scale, and do it for sure when you have the opportunity to have the card that you want is priceless, right? Let's say that the difference, when you have your physical cards, they can go destroy. You can lose it, for example, or something can happen about that. This is not what's gonna happen with the NFT. It is become a different kind of feeling, but world move on. That's the reality, and things change. Sports change. Some rules change. So you do sports change, and technology become a huge part, even in the physical sports, like in this case, also in the physical assets or items like the card. So it's good to discover new things, and having this in mind, it's a different feeling, and I love to do both, to be honest.
Okay. May we know if you have already collected some NFTs?
Not yet. That's why I'm here with you guys. I'm here listening CZ first, with a big here, understand how it works in a perfect way, and it's a price, for me or for everybody. I have the opportunity to listen to him and to people that are the heart of this world. I mean, we were talking, CZ, we were talking before, maybe we are not looking to be, the number one or the best. Yeah, because they're following their passion. This is what I think came out from his words. And this is the real good part from my point of view. And having him here is a great honor.
Okay, thank you. So, CZ, now it's your turn. So, NFT is currently booming in many industries like art, gaming, and of course, sport. In particular, how do you see it revolutionizing the sport industry?
Oh, I think there's so many things to do in the sports industry. I think NFTs right now is just starting. The way most people think about NFTs is a digital image, it's associated to a digital image, etc. That's just at the very beginning. You can associate NFTs to almost everything, including physical, real-world assets. Every jersey, every jacket that the athlete wears, everything that you can touch in a stadium, etc. You can NFT that. And also, NFTs are not just digital representations of something else. NFTs can be used for fan interactions. Using this blockchain token or technology, NFTs or fungible tokens, you can really increase the user engagement and user loyalty probably by 10x or more. So this is something that you don't get using traditional fiat currencies. This is just a whole new mechanism that people haven't fully realized. Well, many people probably have not fully realized yet. And to be honest, even me myself, I probably am only just thinking about the tips of the iceberg. There's probably a lot more we can do that we have not been able to. I have not been able to imagine yet. So as the industry develops, there's just so much more benefit to be derived from NFTs, games, etc. For example, now you can issue an NFT based on a sports by a sports athlete or a team, and then that NFT can be integrated into an online game later that's not even made today. So those future games can now integrate those NFTs in other useful ways. So there's a lot of different things that we haven't even touched on. NFTs are also good for like charity and events, etc. So that's just so much. I can go on. I can go on with different random ideas for a long time, but fundamentally, this is a new way. This is like when we first had internet, right? So we don't know what to do with it. We 20, 30 years ago, we probably did not imagine all the use cases that would make internet more popular. But we didn't even know social media back then. So there's a lot of use cases we have not imagined. But we're just at the tip of the iceberg right now.
Awesome, thank you. So we will discover together all the NFT cases. Okay, so Alessandro, this is a mirror question for you. As an insider, how do you see NFT changing the sport and more particularly the football landscape?
Oh, okay. I will answer only if CZ promised me to correct me if I say something wrong. Okay. Okay. I'm putting myself in this world that I'm not the best answer, but what I'm seeing is that let's say the traditional sports industry consists of many different players with different roles in the industry chain. Okay. However, they are usually isolated from each other, and with the rise of NFT, it would not only help to better connect fans and players, but also improve the connection and efficiency between different parties among such industry. For instance, users can use NFT game card, for example, inside the game, while they can also use certain cards as a digital tickets to watch game in a match day. So you recreate that feeling and that atmosphere, and of course, thank you to the blockchain technology and increasing adoption of the crypto economy. I believe we will see lots of new business model as CG were approaching that matter before, and potential in this industry, build upon NFTs and other innovate technology that we might don't know. Maybe only some of these big guys know, but not us. So it's very interesting.
Okay. Thank you very much, Alessandro and CZ, for answering the question of this second section. Now, Sander, I give you the floor for the third section. Thank you.
Thank you, Lucia. The third part is about NFTs. As for the question for CZ, so as Alex said, the world has changed. So internet has already allowed celebrities to connect more directly with their fan base. So how do you see blockchain and NFTs bringing this connection to the next level?
Yeah, I think the current not having the internet, you look at a athlete on TV, and that's a very one-way information flow. Now with the internet, with social media, you can ask them a question. They may or may not. They may even respond to you, and there's more interactions. But there's that information exchange, which has been significantly democratized, and now it's a two-way information exchange. The next phase is if you look at the financial exchange today, you have fans who buy tickets, etc. They support the teams, and then the teams have shareholders, and the shareholders make money, etc. Today in our business, we talk about maximizing shareholder value, maximizing profits. And by the way, I think both of those concepts should be wrong. We should not be maximizing those things. Now with the NFTs, with tokens, you have your users who can be holding your who can be holding your tokens or NFTs, and when they get more and more engaged, and because if the teams become more popular, the tokens typically will rise in value. So your fan base is now financially directly tied to your success of the team. When the team become more successful, the tokens NFTs price may go up. So then they become your best sales guys. They will get all their friends and moms and dads and kids to follow your sport. This is a mechanism that didn't exist before. So in addition to the information interaction that the internet provided, now we have the financial interaction, the financial alignment and binding. Given this NFTs and token economy, this will drive the teams that leverage this well will have like at least 10x more advantage than the teams who don't. So this is the aspect that many people don't really understand yet. So now because there's tokens, you no longer, well, you still have most sports teams still have shareholders, but your fans are now that they're spending money or they're supporting the teams, but at the same time, as long as the teams grow, they benefit financially as well, indirectly. So this is a mechanism that didn't exist before. Before it was just the money's flowing one way, but now the money flows in circles. So yeah, this is a mechanism that's hugely influential, and I think most people probably have not fully understood the impact of this. And the earlier teams that get involved will, because there's no competition at this level yet, they will just reap so much of the benefits. The earlier teams will be able to tap into most of the crypto community much stronger than the later teams. But even for the later teams, it will still be a 10x advantage. So I think, yeah. So I think this is a no-brainer for any athlete, any teams, any leagues to get into NFTs, etc. So this is what the token offers, and because and right now, look, we have a very strong celebrity interactions digitally, like using video conferencing. But afterwards, the token will come in play. So that's a really strong aspect.
Oh, thank you, CZ. I'm very confident that the thing CZ mentioned will come true in the very near future, and we are working on that. So the next question is for Alessandro. So do you think there are any potential possibilities that NFTs can create for fans, not only in gaming, but also for other scenarios? Before you answer that, I will show you one thing. This is the jersey you signed for me 2 years ago in Tokyo. Yeah, I kept that. This is the phase one thing. It's easily to be seen. Yeah, it's easily can think of. So are there any other scenarios you can think of from that?
You should NFT that jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it now. Yeah, well, of course, NFT technology can help to easily validate the ownership of digital assets. Such an NFT game, cards, as we talked before. Owning an item like you are now, is better than using it only with the service from emotional perspective. that you can include both in this scenario. And also counterfeiting is one of the major problems that might hurt feelings or fans where they purchase a fake souvenir. It's of a flavor that they support. Sometimes it happened to me that people can come to me and say, "Oh, look at what I got! This is your jersey from that game," And I don't know, in that position, I'll tell you, listen, this is a fake jersey. I don't know who's give it to you. What should I do? Tell him, and let them discover the truth, or let him believe in that dream. So it's kind of not awkward situation, and of course, as we said, NFT and the technology can avoid that. Can help to overcome this issue. The football gaming is one of the main scenarios that connect fans and players, clubs, other than watching matches. I think the idea and technical ability of combining football gaming with other football-related scenario through NFT can be interesting and promising. NFT game cards can also be used in places like hotels and restaurants that run by clubs or their players. And I'm bringing up that because I'm a personal owner of a restaurant, and I'm running a restaurant here in Los Angeles. And it would be funny for me, have them, having discount or pay in different ways. That will be maybe another step that will happen in the future.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Thank you, Alex. So I have finished my part. So Lucy will take the rest.
Yes, I was checking the comments, and people are enthusiastic about learning more about NFTs and the interaction with the sports. And there are many Italian people. So maybe Alessandro, before leaving, you want to say some few words in Italian to our Italian viewers.
Oh, nice. It's much better. My own language is always great. I mean, ok ragazzi, grazie di aver partecipato oggi a questa singolare e unica situazione, differente dal solito di quelle interviste che faccio, ma per me è stato davvero un grande piacere condividere questo ovviamente con Xander e Wang e Top Goal, con te Lucia che sei mia compatriota e of course sicuramente con CZ che comunque da chi ama questo mondo è considerato un veramente non solo un big player ma una star, un idolo da sentire con grande attenzione. Grazie a tutti e un abbraccio.
Before leaving, do you want to teach CZ how to say hello in Italian to all Italian fans?
Ciao. That's probably the only word I know in Italian. 2 words actually. It's hello and goodbye, right?
It's a start. We start one step and then step by step.
Okay, thank you very much, Alessandro and CZ. It was a great time to have 2 icons of crypto and sports here, and thank you for sharing your thoughts and experience in sport and crypto. See you next time. Bye, Alessandro.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye. Ciao.
Okay, for everyone who is watching, the AMA is not over yet because now we have a quick chat with Xander. So, Xander, let's talk now about Top Goal.
Sure, of course.
Okay, so you are an expert in football gaming for almost 10 years. Can you introduce Top Goal and explain why you co-founded this project?
Of course, a pleasure. So I started a mobile football game company back in the early 2013. So now it's the 3rd largest football game company in the world, but in terms of revenue. But early this year, we saw enormous opportunity for NFTs in sports industry. So that's why I co-founded Top Goal with 2 of my best friends, and they are veterans in crypto industry. I think we super suited on this track because we know football, we know gaming, and we know crypto. If you look at other projects, they might be good at 1 or 2 parts, but we are good at all of them. So we have 3 product lines currently what we see is officially licensed player cards. We are signing a lot of more IPs, players, clubs, institutions around the world. We are building blockchain games, and it's coming in months. And we have played in blockchain infrastructure like IMS and Ronin as well. So we have prepared a 1-minute video clip which briefly shows how our players can dribble and be the goalkeeper in our game to come. It's a native app, and we will manage to show most of it on the web. So Lucia, could you please play that for us? Thank you.
Okay, so just a quick disclaimer. The video is a little bit loud, so pay attention, guys. Okay, I think the video can go now. Amazing video. I like the final scene.
Thank you. The striker in the video is Alessandro.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
So this is a question that I make also to CZ and Alessandro before. How do you view the opportunity of NFT in the sport industry, specifically in the football field, where you master, of course?
I think the opportunity is epic because we believe NFT technology will revolutionize digital content industry. Specifically in our area, it enables players to directly connect with fans, and it enables fans a brand new collecting experience. The NFT cards you own now will be directly used in our official football game to be released. In the future, the NFT can also be applied with other applications and business scenarios that also rise by related IPs. It's not a single application or a closed ecosystem anymore.
Okay, thank you. And last question, can you also introduce a little more about how community users can participate into Top Goal? Will the game of Top Goal adopt the play-to-earn model?
Gladly. So first, of course, you can join in and participate in our community. So you can follow the Twitter and join our Discord and Telegram. There will be airdrop events from time to time. So second, you can collect NFT cards. You will have an NFT card with e-signature, images and moments certified by legends, active players and institutions like clubs, leagues, and other things. And third is to play our crypto game to be released. It's a play-to-earn model game, and you need to have a few NFT cards to start. So the NFT card in the early stage might be really precious. So this game will be very high quality, but it's not a hardcore game. It's very easy to play, and it will be consisted of 2D 11 versus 11 gameplay and 3D dribble and shoot, which we just showed just now. So in general, it's a lot of fun and rewarding. So please stay tuned, and more is coming.
Yeah, thank you very much, Xander, for all the work that you are bringing into the Top Goal industry and NFT. So thank you very much. And now it's time to share the final surprise with you guys. So you can win a signed jersey, and how to participate. I think also on the screen will appear the rules, but let me quickly remind you that we will choose 3 participants who retweet from topgoal_NFT and 3 participants who retweet from Binance or the Binance NFT to get 6 signed jersey randomly. The 6 winners need to follow topgoal_NFT Binance and the Binance NFT. We will announce the results on this social media campaign within 1 week. In the end, we will contact the winners on Twitter and collect their addresses so they can deliver the signed jersey to them. So hope you guys can participate and try to win one of the 6 signed jersey. So thank you everyone for watching. Just a reminder that the Mystery Box collection is now live on Binance NFT Marketplace. Hope you learn a lot about NFT and how they will gonna change the industry. It was really amazing to talk with you, with 2 icons like CZ and Alessandro Del Piero, and don't forget to check the NFT Marketplace. Have a great day, evening, night, morning. Thanks for joining. Bye. Buona serata. Ciao.
Thank you. Bye bye, Lucia. Bye everyone. Thank you.